Welcome back. In this lecture, you are going to learn a prompt engineering technique called comparisons. And this is a very straightforward technique. You simply ask ChatGPT to compare two or more different things for you. Usually it's going to be two things, but it can be multiple, to get a side-by-side comparison whenever you need to have maybe a purchase decision, maybe you need to decide where you should be traveling, maybe you have a difficult relationship decision, maybe it's a job decision. Doesn't matter what it is, you can use comparisons to get a side-by-side view of the pros and cons of basically anything. Let's dive into it. So in this example, I'm going to use the prompt. I'm thinking of traveling to either Greece, Croatia, or Cyprus. Create a comparison that clearly shows their difference to guide me in my decision. Let's send it away. So here we're getting some interesting comparisons to guide my decision. And if you want to read through this, I'm going to scroll. You can pause this lecture and just read it. But for my own sake, I'm going to look down to this little summary down here. So it says, your decision might come down to personal preferences. It sure will. If you're deeply interested in ancient history and mythology, Greece might be the winner. For a combination of nature, especially national parks and historical towns, Croatia is a strong contender. Interesting. And if you're looking for a blend of cultures and a diverse range of landscapes in a compact area, Cyprus could be your choice. And as you've already learned by now, you are not limited by this reply alone. You could dive deeper and deeper and ask constant follow-up questions to really get to the bottom of what it is that you're interested in and which place that is going to offer the best experience for you. Now, let's take on another example that a lot of people struggle with. And this is a way to really help guide one's decision, at least start understanding where you should start experimenting. So I'm going to write a prompt about a diet, and I'm going to write, I don't know which diet to follow. List all of the most popular diets and make a big comparison list for me to guide me in my decision. Let's send it away. And here the results are in. Now we're getting two different responses, and this is OpenAI's way of constantly improving ChatGPT's output. So this is our way of giving them some feedback to help make this better. And he's asking, which response do you prefer? I prefer this one. I've already read through most of it, and I also like this formatting more, so I'm gonna click here, and this is gonna give me this response as the main one. But when this happens to you, should you like the other response as well, you can just click here and you will have access to that one as well. So it's going through all the different diets for me. We have the Mediterranean diet, the ketogenic diet, the paleo diet, the vegan diet, vegetarian, intermittent fasting, and it's going to break down the primary focus, the benefits, and the drawbacks. Amazing. So these are the sort of things that can take hours, days, week, or for some people, they never really reach this sort of overview of diets when they are using search engines, because there's so much information out there and it's so cluttered. But with ChatGPT, you can instantly make comparison lists just like this and get a ton of valuable information in no time. And as a final example, let's use a classic, a comparison for an upcoming purchase. Now, because I don't think that ChatGPT's information might be trained far enough, I'm going to be using the web browsing access for this comparison. So I'm going to take two mobiles as products and compare them and see which one I should be buying. So I'm going to write, I'm considering buying either the Samsung Galaxy Ultra S22 or the iPhone 14 Pro Max. Create a comparison list to guide me in my decision. Put it in a tabular format. Now, these are older phones, but that also usually means that they are cheaper phones. So a lot of people are going to go that route, and then they're going to want to decide which model out of these older phones should I be choosing between, Samsung or iPhone? Because in different times, they had different powers. Samsung used to be the reigning phone. Now iPhone is coming up. Now Google phones are coming up. It's never clear, especially not when you go back to older models. So I'm going to send this away and I'm going to put it in a tabular format as we've already learned, and we're going to see what we get. And here we have it, a beautiful tabular format comparison. When we start combining these techniques, we can create some serious magic. So we have the Samsung Galaxy Ultra S22 and the iPhone 14 Pro Max, both older models from 2022. Now, while this list of features is going to be great for those people who are deeply interested in the features, if you are a beginner and you're mostly looking for a recommendation in either direction, the summary at the end is going to be magical. It says, when considering which phone to purchase, evaluate the features that are most important to you. For instance, if a high-resolution camera and a larger battery are priorities, you might lean towards the Samsung Galaxy Ultra S22. If you're a frequent traveler, for example, you're going to want to have the best camera and definitely the best battery, so that is going to be a no-brainer. On the other hand, if you prefer a sleek design with a high refresh rate and a powerful chipset, the iPhone 14 Pro Max could be more appealing. And if you're a gamer, gamer and you like to game on your phone, the iPhone is probably going to be your best bet. So this is how you use the comparison prompt engineering technique. You can compare multiple things or two things side by side. You can put it in a tabular format. And if it's anything recent, you should definitely be using the web browsing function to get up-to-date information. Well done. See you in the next lecture.